This is my third comparison video of Redmi Y2 and this time it is with the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1. As you know, this is Satish and you are watching SATSTEM. The Redmi Y2 is all set to go on sale on June 12th exclusively on Amazon at the price tag of Rs 9999 for the 3GB RAM variant. The other phone in the comparison is the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 which was launched back in April for the price tag of Rs 10,999 is available in Flipkart. So there is a price difference of Rs 1000 in between these two smartphones. And in this video, let's find out what all Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 can able to offer for that additional 1000 rupees. Let's talk about the design and build quality first. Redmi Y2 sports metal unibody design on back. Even the frame is crafted to blend with back body. If you closely look at the phone, it has separation of glass on front and metal body on back. The curved edges on back gives good grip to hold and feels nice as well. Despite having 8.1 mm thickness, still feels slimmer and thanks to the craftsmanship. The phone weighs 170 grams which is good for a 6-inch smartphone. The antennas are clearly visible on top and bottom of rear side of the phone as the back is built with metal, hence the antennas are need to be surfaced outside. Overall the phone is built well and looks beautiful as well. In terms of design, Redmi Y2 resembles Redmi Note 5 Pro. The fingerprint scanner, camera's placement, bottom speakers, physical controllers, SIM slots are all same. The Redmi Y2 also comes in gold and rose gold color variants. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 as well has metal back and has plastic caps on top and bottom of rear side of the phone, and for the frame same plastic goes all the way from top to bottom. So the phone has 3 levels of construction. They are front panel, frame and metal back. The phone has 8.5 mm thickness which is fine and acceptable for the reason of monstrous 5000 mAh stacked inside the body. The phone might feel bulkier to hold and it doesn't have curved edges as in Redmi Y2. The black color variant is not much appealing and it is dull, but the grey color variant should be fine and stands out. Fortunately, rear dual camera setup doesn't have protruding bump as in most of the smartphones nowadays, and on front all black approach gives premium touch to the phone. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 doesn't have best design but definitely has good build quality. Have a closer look of physical appearance of these two smartphones. Both these smartphones have 6-inch IPS 18:9 aspect ratio panel, but Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 has Full HD Plus display with 402 pixel per inch compared to the HD Plus display with 269 pixel per inch on Redmi Y2. I have not come across any pixelation issue on the display of Redmi Y2 despite having HD Plus display. The screen to body ratio on Zenfone Max has 77% compared to the 74.5% on Redmi Y2. The display found on Zenfone is not as bright as Redmi Y2 even after setting the brightness to the max, and it doesn't produce actual white as in Redmi Y2, but this is not a big deal. Both these smartphones has on-screen navigation button instead of capacitive buttons, which should be good feature to utilize the software features. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 dominates display department considering the Full HD display panel. The influential factor to buy these two smartphones is dual rear camera setup, and let's talk about the performance of camera. The Redmi Y2 has 12 megapixel f2.2 aperture primary camera which was seen in Redmi Note 5 Pro, does moderate job in taking pictures, also makes use of 1.25 micron pixel feature. The 5 megapixel secondary camera does basic job of blurring background while capturing pictures, does produce some good pictures. The camera has stabilization support that can be very handy while taking videos especially, and you can record in 1080p videos as well. On the other hand, Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 has 13 megapixel f2.2 aperture primary camera, does produce good and natural shots, and secondary 5 megapixel f2.4 aperture camera helps to produce depth effect photos, and it is fast enough to detect the background and blur the background before you take pictures. The user interface of the camera app is very basic and not fancy at all, but still has all the essential features you need in a camera app. The camera lacks stabilization and output of the video is bit bouncy, as you can see. Good to see 4K recording capability in this phone, and this is something we won't often see in other smartphones. Coming to the front camera, both these smartphones has front single LED flash to assist in low light conditions, but Redmi Y2 takes complete control over selfie camera with its massive 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture can produce some great shots utilizing its megapixels. Both these smartphones has portrait mode feature on front camera as well that does the same background blurring as in dual camera setup. The results are good in Redmi Y2 and the 16 megapixel camera is being used very well here. When it comes to video from front camera, Redmi Y2 does good job in handling and also has capability to record in 1080p videos, which is not possible in Zenfone Max Pro M1, which is restricted to 720p videos. The rear camera performance of Zenfone is better than the Redmi Y2 due to its natural processing of photos, and depth effect on Zenfone Max Pro M1 was fast and better than Redmi Y2. But when it comes to the front camera, Redmi Y2 outperforms Zenfone with its whopping 16 megapixel camera and its depth effect feature. Both these phones come with dedicated memory card slot and as well as dual SIM card support, simultaneously make use of 2 SIM cards and a micro SD card without compromises. Redmi Y2 doesn't support dual 4G feature, but Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 does support, and this is something many wish to have this feature. You can use memory card up to 256GB on Redmi Y2 and up to 400GB on Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1. One of the crucial aspects of a smartphone is hardware. People prefer to buy smartphones considering hardware provided for the price they pay for. So let's talk about the hardware on these two smartphones. The Redmi Y2 sports 14nm Snapdragon 625 octa-core chipset, which is known for more battery efficiency and can handle any heavy games without any frame drops. There is 3GB of RAM, which is again enough to handle heavy multitasking. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 has 14nm Snapdragon 636 octa-core chipset, as seen in Redmi Note 5 Pro, should perform much better than Snapdragon 625 as in Redmi Y2. Zenfone as well sports 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. The Snapdragon 636 chipset outperforms Redmi Y2 as it is more power efficient and high performing. Here is the AnTuTu benchmark test. The Redmi Y2 scored 77,173 and Zenfone Max Pro M1 scored 1,15,483. Redmi Y2 runs on Android 8.1 OS Oreo with MIUI 9.5 skin on top, which brings several features by Xiaomi utilizing its own skin. On the other hand, the Zenfone as well runs on Android 8.1 Oreo after an update which also brought facial unlocking feature. Zenfone runs on pure stock Android except few pre-installed applications by Asus. If you are a fan of pure stock Android experience, the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 is for you. So in the hardware and software department, Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 outperformed Redmi Y2. Again, an influential factor to buy a smartphone is the battery. The Redmi Y2 has 3080 mAh non-removable battery, which is not a great move by Xiaomi, as we would like to see more juicier battery for a 6-inch smartphone. In fact, Redmi Y1 as well had 3080 mAh battery, and there is no improvement in terms of battery from Redmi Y1 to Redmi Y2. Thankfully, the display is HD+, hence the battery consumption should be lesser than the full HD+ displays. On a moderate usage, the battery can last long for a day. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1's best part is the battery, as this phone has monstrous 5000 mAh battery, while the phone can survive for 36 to 48 hours moderate usage easily, and this is something every smartphone user wish to experience. This is also the reason why Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 managed to sell a lot of smartphones. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 once again dominates in the battery department. Both these smartphones has fingerprint scanner exactly on rear side of the phone. Redmi Y2 is swift enough to sense the fingerprint and unlock the phone as it unlocks instantly, just like any other flagship phones. But the one found on Zenfone Max Pro M1 is slow in processing fingerprint scanners before unlocking. Alternatively, both these smartphones are capable of unlocking phone via facial unlock feature. Both of them struggled a bit while in action. Here is the loudspeaker performance of these two smartphones. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 is just loud and it lacks audio tuning, whereas the one from Redmi Y2 performs moderately in terms of loudness but has better crisp and clear audio compared to the Zenfone Max Pro M1. Personally, I would not mind spending another 1000 rupees and pick Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 over Redmi Y2 for better battery, hardware, software and display. Hope this video helped in deciding which smartphone to buy. If you think I deserve a credit for making this video, hit the subscribe button down there and show your love. Have a nice day and stay awesome.